This episode of Fluid Power Forum is sponsored by IFP Motion Solutions Incorporated, the leader at engineering electronics into fluid power distribution. IFP spans the 13 central states from Minnesota to Texas. For more information, visit ifpusa.com. Welcome to Fluid Power Forum, a podcast of the National Fluid Power Association. I'm your host, Eric Lanke, and it's my job to interview interesting people who are moving fluid power technology forward. If you'd like to be part of the show, follow us on LinkedIn. You can find us there at the National Fluid Power Association. And make sure to keep sharing those interesting and innovative uses of fluid power on social media with our hashtag #OnlyFluidPowerCan. If you see an interesting application of fluid power and you want to learn more about it, you can share it on social media with that hashtag #OnlyFluidPowerCan. And you just might hear it discussed on a future episode of Fluid Power Forum. Also, please subscribe to our show. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on all the other popular podcatching services. Wherever you find us, subscribe to the show and then give us a quick rating. Those ratings really do help promote the show and allow more and more of our friends in the industry to join in on these important conversations. On today's show, my guest is Sven Schnetzler, the head of global business development for transportation at Camozzi Automation. Active across a wide range of industries, ranging from industrial automation to transportation, Camozzi Automation specializes in motion and fluid control components. Camozzi will be one of the NFPA member companies that will be exhibiting at the upcoming ConExpo-Con trade show. That'll be in March of 2026 in Las Vegas. And so we invited Sven into our forum today to learn more about what's new at the company, what they'll be bringing to the show, and how their products benefit the various marketplaces. So, Sven, welcome to Fluid Power Forum.
A wonderful good morning, Eric. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to have you on the show. I don't think we've had anyone from Camozzi on the show in the past, so you're the first person from your company on the show.
It's an honor. Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. Tell our listeners a little bit more about yourself. I gave a little bit of a background there, but what is your background? How did you find yourself working at Camozzi?
Okay, so my background is mechanical engineering. So I studied mechanical engineering on the university. As deep in my veins, there is a big portion of gasoline. I decided to go into the automotive industry. So my first job was at a big OEM international company in the development side for alternative drivetrains and powertrains.
Right.
And then after 6 years, I moved into automotive supplier area, development and sales of products for an American company.
Yeah.
And then I spearheaded for a couple of years the key account management for other automotive suppliers. And now I'm in Camozzi doing the business development, global business development for our sector transportation.
And when we say transportation, well, tell us more about Camozzi then as a company. So transportation is for on-highway vehicles or off-highway vehicles? What are we talking about there?
Yes, so the company, we're a family-owned company, founded in 1964.
Yep.
And over the years, the company started with the first foothold to be in the industrial automation. So if you look at any plant and there is something that is moving, connected, or whatever, valves, cylinders, fittings, this is where we're coming from. But over the years, we have developed into three strategic sectors, business sectors. First one, as I said, industrial automation. Second one, life science. And the third one is transportation. And transportation, we consider everything vehicular builds. So everything basically that moves itself from A to B freely or is adjacent to it, like a trailer. And the company has been in that area since, I would say, 35 years. But since, I would say, 7-8 years since I'm with the company, it was decided to also pursue this business strategically and grow it on a global scale. and that's basically my job to spearhead our activities.
And that's obviously one of the reasons you'll be at ConExpo. I mean, so you're talking about
Absolutely.
any kind of vehicle, and ConExpo obviously is a show for big pieces of off-highway equipment, construction,
Exactly.
utility trucks, mining, those kinds of things, right?
Exactly. And off-highway, as it is called globally, is one of our big focuses in the vehicle platforms that we are in.
Right.
For us, off-highway is consisting of obviously construction equipment, but agricultural is also very important, and protected mobility. This is, for us, off-highway, a very, very strong foothold in that market. Besides other vehicle classes like commercial vehicles and bus, light-duty commercial vehicle and passenger car, and rail. Rail industry is also very important for us.
Right. And so are we talking about automated functions on these vehicles, or like what products are you providing those marketplaces?
Yeah, this is very interesting. So the first product that the Camozzi family created and worked on was a fitting, a quick connect fitting. And the three brothers started to produce that in the kitchen of their mother. Over the years,
while she was making cookies, probably, right? So.
Something like that, yes. And the story goes that they even had to break the wall to fit in all the machinery because they grew quite fast. And over the years, we have moved for any kind of other adjacent products coming or being in the industrial automation, like valves, like linear actuators, pneumatic linear actuators, and other accessories. And with these platforms, we have then moved into other sectors, as I said, like life science and transportation. So today for us, if you look at the vehicle, everything that you connect, no matter if it's a pneumatic line, maybe a gasoline or diesel line, when you are switching something pneumatically, opening and closing, all these things is where you find us.
Okay.
And therefore we have defined 4 main application families in which we operate on all the vehicle classes that we are targeting. The first one is the chassis. So when it comes to air brake system or air suspension, you find a lot of Camozzi components and customer solutions. The second one is the powertrain. By far the most demanding on a vehicle, but we are also having solutions for this application. And the other 2, which are very important for us, is cabin and body. So, for example, if you would look at the bus or a coach and you have automated opening and closing of doors, this is where you find a lot of Camozzi business. And last but not least, it's the mobile automation. This is what you already indicated.
Yeah.
So when some vehicles are just there to go from A to B, but other vehicles are really very complex in terms of the, let's say, process that is installed on board, like you will find on ConExpo, street sweepers or whatsoever. And there is a lot of automation components on it, and this is where Camozzi is serving the market.
So there's a lot of different vehicles that you just described there. I'm assuming they have a wide variety of different needs. How similar is it the same products for everything, or do you have to like customize things to each individual platform that you're working on?
So absolutely, customizing is one of our biggest assets. Obviously, you need to have a certain level of different platforms of the different products. And with growing volume, obviously, you increase the standard portfolio that you have. But our belief and our big part of our success is customizing. And obviously, when you look at such a market or transportation sector, you need to pick your battles. But when you do it bottom up with your product platforms, you will find that across all the different vehicle classes that I mentioned, you will find similar application needs, which are not necessarily the same applications, but the needs of the application. So you will find probably a electronic proportional regulator from Camozzi, you will find that in a train when you manage the lifting and the lowering of a pantograph. And at the same time, you will, when we talk about equipment that we will find on ConExpo, you might find the same component in, for example, a pneumatic tire roller to pave the street. But the component is the same, and we are then, depending on customer needs, adjusting or customizing the platform for the customer.
So it's similar products, but they're tweaked, if you will, for the specific vehicle. How does that happen?
Exactly, it's tweaked. So, for example, you might have, depending on the application, you might have different, for example, temperature requirements.
Right.
Then you might have a different sealing system or different sealing material that you're using, or the application varies in terms of vibration requirements or whatsoever, and therefore we then, obviously, always within the possible, we adjust our chassis or our platforms so that we meet the customer needs, and the customer can participate or use something coming from a platform that offers a certain level of economies of scale.
That's great. So we are in the early years of what some people are calling Industry 4.0, and I know that's an area that Camozzi is also involved in. Can you tell our listeners a little bit more about what that means for your company?
Absolutely. So Camozzi is as I said before, is a family-owned business. We are a mid-sized company, but I would say for a mid-sized company, we really are strong in playing on the forefront of technology. So Industry 4.0, coming from our home market, industrial automation, is and was always something where we were directly involved in, and created products that are ready to meet those requirements. So what are those requirements? Obviously, when we talk about Industry 4.0, we're talking about connected, intelligent data exchange between machinery to optimize processes, to optimize production setups, and reduce setup times, for example. And this is where you then, when you understand that and you want to bring your products to be able to play in that game, to participate in that market, and to support that development, you need to create smartness in your components. Means electronics, more electronics, means software, means connectivity, sensors, and so on and so forth.
So your products then are fully compliant, if you will, with the electronic control needs of the vehicles?
So when we talk then IoT or Industry of Things 4.0, when we talk to the vehicle, obviously then you are thinking not anymore of processes in a plant or whatever. You talk about vehicles that are connected. Maybe autonomous driving vehicles are somehow related to that topic.
Right.
You want to probably monitor your uptime of your vehicles and optimize it. And with our platforms, with our components, we are offering customers to have processes on board, generate data, and use this data for optimizing their business and their operations of, for example, a fleet maybe.
That's becoming increasingly critical for the mobile construction industry. I mean, those vehicles are becoming smarter and smarter right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Every year, if you will. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that on display at the trade show. Yes. Can you talk a little bit more about maybe the specifics of the products that you offer and how they meld into that Industry 4.0 environment?
Yes. So I usually like to look at things from a helicopter point of view. So sure. I mentioned already before, I mean, when you talk about this kind of topic, you review that and you make a step back, you say, okay, you create in data. So your components need to measure the conditions, the working conditions, need to probably measure their own state of health.
Right.
This is what we have built in a couple of our product platforms. So we have platforms where our valves continuously control their state of health, and then we are at the topic of connectivity, are able to send messages to a central control unit or whatsoever to say, hey, probably we will have a service needed in a couple of thousand working hours.
Right.
Please prepare. So this means then you are automatically at the topic of predictive maintenance and consequently optimizing of uptime.
We'll continue with the show in just a moment, but first let me share some exciting news about our Fluid Power Forum podcast. We're launching Fluid Power Forum Plus, a premium listener membership offering exclusive content and special event opportunities for our most dedicated listeners. When you sign up for free on the NFPA website, you'll be able to unlock exclusive episodes, live recordings, transcripts, and invitations to private networking events, each offering even greater insights into interesting and innovative applications of fluid power technology. The first of our special events is now being planned for the NFPA Technology Conference being held at the ConExpo-Con Ag trade show in March of 2026. Fluid Power Forum Plus members will receive discounted registration for the conference, plus an exclusive invitation to attend our live taping of the podcast there, and a members-only networking reception following that taping. This will be a huge opportunity to gain insights into the innovations happening in fluid power technology and to meet up with fellow listeners and build your network. And that's just the start. More exclusive benefits will be announced soon. To register, head over to nfpa.com/plus. That's nfpa.com/plus. I'm fascinated by this environment, and especially with as the innovation continues to advance in this space and the need for the fluid power products to not just talk to the machine, but to all the other systems, right, on the machine.
Absolutely.
It's an environment. I mean, you see that being driven by the OEM or by the component manufacturers. Like, who's really driving that connection process?
So for us, with our business setup, I would say we see it more driven by the OEM, because basically the overall customer experience for the end user is defined by the OEM, and with our let's say positioning, we face requirements or requests for ideas on that one more from the OEM. Yeah. But for sure, in terms of technology progression, in terms of the solution, the specific solution, I think that the supplier base and the system suppliers are absolutely on the forefront.
There's a symbiosis that needs to take place between the customer and the supplier, if you will. Otherwise, the things won't work together, and most importantly, so.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, and for me, I think that when you look at what we have today and where we want to go in a couple of years, I think things that we see still strongly evolving, electrification in general, clear. But I mean, the last couple of years, artificial intelligence. I mean, when you walk shows, and I'm absolutely sure that walking ConExpo, we will see a lot of innovation on that one.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence with camera-based data, visual sensors, and so on and so forth.
Right.
This is something that will frog leap 1 or 2 times in the next couple of years. And for us, a third pillar in terms of innovation, I think we will see a lot when it comes to energy harvesting.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. I was going to ask about other areas of innovation that you see happening, in your space right now. And so you mentioned electrification and the use of AI, but I haven't heard people talk much about energy harvesting. Tell us a little bit more about what you mean by that.
Yeah. So I mean, if you consider the topic that we had before, IoT 4.0 and intelligent machinery, obviously the more you know, the more intelligence you can create, the more data you can create. But generating data is not always so easy, because you cannot have in every part of the machine a sensor, or sometimes it's too complex to place it and it simply does not make sense. But the data that you could create in that spot is very interesting or could be very helpful. So sensors or actuators that have functionality based on energy harvesting can really overcome very, let's say, difficult issues, or increase or help to reduce the complexity on your machinery. Camozzi has 2 years ago, we have showcased a concept where in our linear actuators, we have included sensors, position sensors, based on energy harvesting, so that you were able to measure the position that the linear actuator has at the moment without cable for power supply and without a cable for data transmission. So fully wireless, and this was only possible because of energy harvesting.
So you're talking about the sensors are powered by the actuation of the machine itself. You're not there.
Exactly.
There's no other power source for that, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's like kind of a game changer in a lot of ways, isn't it? I mean, it really allows you to put the sensors almost anywhere you need them, right?
Exactly. Yes. And obviously, this is quite a challenge depending on where you want to put them. But
right.
I see the last couple of years there are a lot of sensors coming up, and we are even working on some of our own where we will really simplify the data generation on machinery and processes.
That's fascinating. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of those cutting edge technology zones that a lot of other people in the industry are looking to go. And it sounds like you already have products that do this. It sounds like.
Absolutely. I mean, we in our product today, I would say we have not implemented energy harvesting, but I can absolutely say that this is a topic where we are heavily investing and developing on. And I mean, if you do that, you need to have your intellectual property protected and so on. But this is something that we believe there is a big potential for us in the next years. Yes,
that's fascinating. I always like to ask about visions of the future, if you will. So, in this area or in others, like what do you see as some of the new technology developments that we're gonna see in the next couple of years?
Yes, I mean, I think I briefly touched that a minute ago. I think electrification, there is no doubt that we will see a lot of that, and we have already seen a lot of that.
Sure.
AI and energy harvesting. But from my perspective, when we take those three, there are absolutely big differences in the maturity level of those. When we talk, for example, about electrification, I think there was a hype a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we see already quite significant amount of cases where people come back and say, wait a minute, yes, electrification is nice, but still, when we talk about fluid power, pneumatics, if I do it like I did before, or I make probably a smart combination of electrification and, for example, pneumatics or hydraulics, I probably have the right approach for the future. And it is better than try to electrify everything that is possible.
Right. Yeah. That's true. I mean, a lot of times it's important, I think, when we talk about electrification to be clear about what's being electrified. And
exactly.
And as if I'm hearing you describe that correctly, it's more about the prime mover that's being electrified, and the fluid power piece of it, the hydraulics, or in some cases the pneumatics piece of it is remaining, but that creates opportunities and challenges for better, marriage, if you will, of those two technologies together, right?
It is challenges,
Yeah.
yes, but I think it's also creating, as you said, opportunities.
Yeah.
And if you zoom in, not only the prime mover, I mean, we have meanwhile identified a lot of applications where even when you think about linear movement, it's not necessarily that it's only one answer for the perfect solution. And if, like, we are very proud on that we are active in multiple different technologies for the same application, like linear movement, then you can really offer your customer the best of both worlds, and your customer has a very neutral support in terms of know-how and solutions offering.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, Sven, I know that, as we said at the very top, Camozzi is going to be one of the exhibitors at the ConExpo show coming up in March of 2026. Can you tell our listeners a little bit more about what they can see if they stop by the Camozzi booth at ConExpo? What new products are you going to be displaying there?
So for us, it's at least the second time that we are on display on ConExpo. Mm-hmm. A very important show, also for me in the global perspective. This year, we have, let's say, beefed up our display significantly, as we understood that, let's say, the real game changer lies within the combination of all the technologies that we have out of one hand. This year we are bringing a lot on valves. We are bringing obviously our classic portfolio in connection technology, so fittings and so on. Mm-hmm. And we have talked about it, IoT and automation is becoming more and more important. We are showcasing a couple of components that help our customers to create a full package of tailor-made or customized solution out of one hand. So we will have HMI displays on the booth. We will have our electric actuation. We have our pneumatic actuation, and we have, as I said, our valves and fittings.
Right. Well, it sounds like a full line of opportunities, and it's perfectly suited for the customers, if you will, that attend that show. So we'll look forward to seeing you and Camozzi there.
It will be our pleasure, and we are really, really looking forward, because, I mean, besides having a real striking product portfolio, we absolutely believe that talking with our customers, being near to our customers, this is the key to really create value on both ends. And business is done between human beings, and taking things forward and taking our customer forward, we believe that this is done by a very good exchange. And I think ConExpo is a great opportunity to see a lot of nice people and listen to interesting stories and requirements.
All right. Well, that is going to wrap things up for this episode of Fluid Power Forum. My thanks again to Sven Schnetzler of Camozzi, who has been my guest, obviously, on this episode. If you want to connect with him, the best way to do that is via email, and we're going to put a link to his email address in the show notes for this episode. I'm sure he would welcome any reach outs for more information about what's going on at Camozzi. And remember, if you like our podcast, and we hope you do, please follow us on LinkedIn. You can find us there at the National Fluid Power Association. You'll get all kinds of updates about the show and other NFPA business by doing so. And make sure to keep sharing those interesting and innovative uses of fluid power with our social media hashtag #OnlyFluidPowerCan. We do want to hear from you about the kind of topics that we should be talking about on the podcast. Fluid Power Forum is a podcast of the National Fluid Power Association. I'm your host, Eric Lanke, reminding you to join us next time in the forum.